What's up, Lions Nation? It is the Soul Man. That's the Stat Man. And this is We Are Lions Nation podcast, the pregame show for the NFC Championship game between the Lions and the 49ers. Stat Man, we are, about an hour and a half away?
I'm excited. So stoked right now. Just to be able to say we're doing the pregame show for the NFC Championship game, and the Lions are in it. Let's freaking go. Detroit, let's freaking go.
Statman's mom's in the house, says hello, Moon. Go Lions.
Hello. Go Lions.
Dane says, let's go. What's up, Dane? Facebook user says, Lions getting the dub today. I agree. Various happenings with Mr. B is in the house, says, holy shit. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we haven't seen a game of this magnitude in our lifetime. I mean, we probably could have, but I think I was like 4 years old last time we were in the NFC Championship. But, I mean, seriously, like, this is so crazy. Like, I got butterflies flying through my stomach just in the anticipation of this game. I just hope the Lions stay cool-headed. They come out with a solid game plan, and they follow through with it, and we get this victory and move on to face the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
They're winning right now, 17-7.
Looking good.
We gained 2 more subscribers since our last show, so we're up to 243 now.
Hell yeah.
So thank you to the new subscribers. And please remember, if you are a subscriber, to share our content with all your Detroit Lions friends out there on that March to 5. We are on that March to 500, so we appreciate all of you and all of your support. And thank you for being here right now for this pregame show.
I'll be right back. I think I got somebody showing up here.
He's got somebody showing up. Dar is in the house, says, if Lions go to the Super Bowl, you guys need blue beards. It's funny you said that, Dar, because I actually found some blue hair dye in a drawer, but it was empty. So I almost did the blue hair dye thing, but there wasn't any there. Candace is in the house, says, hello. What's up, Candace? Mr. B, the Chiefs are handling the Ravens for sure. They are, and that's why you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Travis Kelce's having a heck of a game right now. No, Mikey B is in the house, says, looks like you'll be playing the Chiefs. As of right now, it does look like that.
False alarm.
False alarm, guys.
Guard dogs are going crazy.
All right, Statman. So I'm going to pop up the old injury report, and it's not very big for us. So Jonah Jackson's still out with a knee, and Khalif Raymond is still out with a knee as well. Nothing else.
Well, and then also Zach Ertz didn't get activated for the active roster. So, I mean, I don't know if that plays a factor or not, but I just don't think they felt he was ready with the playbook and everything else to be able to play in the game. But Jonah Jackson is always a big piece of our offensive line that you hate seeing still down. But when we advance to the Super Bowl, he'll be ready to go.
Dane says, so much for the Super Bowl logo conspiracy. That is one of my biggest things. That's what I want the Chiefs to win, just to prove that stupid theory wrong.
Exactly.
Everybody can shut up about it. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. Steve says, let's go Lions. What's up, Steve? And Maniac Tim is in the house. Says Lions 45, Niners 27. Woo.
Man, I hope they come out with authority like that.
Mr. B says, wait, what? Are you talking about the the Super Bowl logo conspiracy, Mr. B? Basically, yeah, that is the dumbest thing I ever heard. I mean, it has rung true. I mean, but there is one year where the Eagles, when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, their green does not match that green that's in that logo. That's more like a teal. So I think that was a bunch of, I don't know. I think the whole thing's a bunch of BS.
Well, I mean, I think it's all BS anyway. Oh, it's because of the color of the Super Bowl logo has purple and red in it. So people thought that it was already predetermined that it was going to be the Ravens and 49ers. That's why they've been the favorite in betting odds and everything else. I bet against the betting odds. I went Lions and Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what I want the Super Bowl to be. Steve says the whole Spinner family is joining in for dinner. How about that? Very. Mr. B says, "Oh, F thank you for explaining."
Yeah, no problem.
Statman, we got 15 people in here right now.
Thank you all for joining in. Hopefully you like our show. If you do like us and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us.
And share. Trying to keep up with the comments. I hate not keeping up with them.
Yeah, go ahead and keep up with them. I like having an interactive show.
Taylor Swift versus Eminem.
I mean, yeah.
Pretty much. All right, Statman, head-to-head. The Lions passing offense ranked number 7th, going against the 49ers passing defense, which is ranked 4th. Lions run offense 4th versus the 49ers run defense 15th. 49ers passing offense is 1st versus the Lions passing defense, which is 16th. And the 49ers run offense 2nd versus the Lions run defense 1st. The 49ers come out with a plus 1.5 advantage over the Lions in this game. All right, Statman, that's the paper. Those are the numbers.
Those odds have changed. I want to say last time I seen when I bet on the game, San Francisco had a 7.5 point advantage on betting odds.
Yeah, that's just what it said where I got this info from. So I just went with it.
Yeah, and I mean, all the way around, it's pretty well matched. It's going to be a tough game. Let's put it that way. But the thing where 49ers struggle is out on the edge against running backs. I think they're 26th in the league in that category, allowing yards to the edge or to the sideline part of the field where Jahmyr Gibbs, everybody knows, executes well. In open field, that guy can make moves. He can take one to the house real quick. So I think if I were the Lions, I'd be doing a lot of pitches and a lot of outside zone runs to Gibbs to try to open that up for him.
I definitely think that in this game, the Lions gotta calm their nerves when they go in here, but they got to stick to a game plan, and I think that game plan needs to be run the ball first. I think that's where we can beat the 49ers. If we can successfully run the ball, that'll open up our passing game. I think we might have a tougher time throwing if we come out throwing right away against that 49ers defense.
Well, also sometimes throwing to open up the run helps too. So, I mean, you can go either way with it. And honestly, the 49ers are probably thinking that they're not going to try to pass it right away. And Jared Goff is one of the best, and he can dice up the field just as well as any other quarterback in the league, the top-tier quarterbacks. So they give him time back there. He's going to have a field day. And I think the short yard passing is going to be where they make their money tonight. Quick dump-offs, check-down throws, swing options to the running back. I think that's what's going to help them out.
Yeah. Now, what about let's go over to the Lions offensive side. We know what they need to do. What does the defense for the Lions have to do in this game?
Stop McCaffrey. And it's not just the run game, it's the pass game. McCaffrey's just as dangerous catching the ball as he is running it. So they're going to have to watch both sides of that coin. I mean, he's a dynamic running back. I think with Carolina, he produced like 81% of their offense when he was there. I mean, the guy can do it all. So he's going to be the dangerous guy there. But you also got weapons on the receiving core. George Kittle, one of the, I'd say, top 3 tight ends in the league. You got Brandon Ayuk, who's been coming on lately. You also have Deebo Samuel that got activated for this game. Everybody knows what Deebo can do. He can run the ball as a running back in little jet sweeps, and he can catch the ball. And a lot of people forget about Juwan Jennings, too. That guy is just as good. They got a dangerous team. We just got to be on our A game and play smart.
Yeah, I think that if we can slow down Christian McCaffrey and our defense can get some pressure on Brock Purdy and mess up his day, that needs to happen. If not, he's able to sit back there and throw the ball, we're going to be in trouble, especially if our corners don't step up. We need them to step up big in this game. Steve said Gibbs goes for $150. I like that. Danny says contain/pressure Purdy, stop CMC, and pray to God Sutton plays his best game of the season. Exactly.
Well, the thing is, you can't stop CMC. I mean, unless he gets fucking hurt, excuse my language, unless he gets hurt, there ain't no stopping CMC. And I'm not saying Lions need to go out there and hurt anybody. I don't wish that upon any player. I have a lot of respect for Christian McCaffrey. But that's the only way you're going to actually completely stop him. He's going to get receiving yards and rushing yards. But what the key is limiting him from big plays. The big plays kill us because it can turn a game around in an instant.
Yeah, we just need to – maybe we don't completely contain him, which is hard to do for anybody, but slow him down. Just make it so it's not so easy for them to run the ball. And then make them have to pass the ball and get pressure on Brock Purdy. That Hutchinson, man, and Houston. We can't forget about Houston. Dar says we are going to need turnovers 100%. 2 INTs, said Dar. They're going to have some surprises for the 49ers. Yeah, I bet they will.
I think Campbell's going to have him dialed in. I believe a reporter asked him about playing with the intensity they've been playing with. Does he tell his team to slow down or just take a step back? And he said, no, that's how we play. We come at you hard, and we play hard through the entire game. Somewhere in that context, I'm not exactly quoting him, but that's exactly what they need to do. They just need to keep playing the same way. I mean, minus the big plays. There's a couple guys in that category, Sutton being one of them, and then Vildor being the other one. They got to stay home on the receivers. And then the other thing is you need to get home to Purdy. Even if you don't get the sack, ruffle him up, hit him every time.
Yep.
Punch him in the back, hit him in the back, hit him in the side.
You start making contact with him, he's going to have that in the back of his head that we're getting to him. We may not be sacking him, but we're getting in there. And he's going to be thinking about that. And even just that itself can throw a quarterback off and throw him out of rhythm. Dane says that they say 20% plus Lions fans attending the game may be helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia's in the house, says Bills Mafia here, but go Lions. Welcome
Go
in,
Lions. Olivia. Yeah. It's been tough for the Bills the last couple of years. I feel bad. Josh Allen's probably the best quarterback in the league, I would say, hands down. He can do everything. And, I mean, Lamar Jackson's obviously up there and Pat Mahomes. But it's just tough to watch him get so far every year and then just not make it all the way.
What we can't do, and I think you've kind of mentioned this already, but I don't want this game. If the game is close throughout, that's okay. But what I don't want to see is the 49ers start pulling away or having their way. You know what I mean? But I don't feel, and I've seen this on a lot of the media broadcast out there this past week. I don't feel like the Lions are a team that anyone can look at right now and be like, they're not beating the 49ers, or they don't have a chance to beat the 49ers, because they do. Last week, the 49ers didn't play very well. We've seen how the Packers were able to, play against them and have success. Oh, they almost beat them. And I think that we are a better team than the Packers. I just feel like that we have a shot at this. I really do.
We went 1-for-1 with the Packers, but yeah, I mean, we have the better team, but it's just the mental errors they got to get out of their system. Bad penalties, allowing big plays. I mean, that's going to kill you in a game. Turning the ball over, three and outs. I mean, you got to get productive drives, even if you don't score, and flip the field.
Yeah, and keep the ball. Keep them off the field. Keep the 49ers off the field. If we can keep their offense off the field, they don't score points. But Steve says, only way San Francisco wins is big plays. Our red zone D is something special.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at any of the most recent games for us, what kept those games close?
Red zone defense.
Well, big plays. I mean, on their end, it was big plays the whole time. Olivia says, couple of years, LOL, I feel for the Lions because it's our turn. Our equals Lions too.
Yeah, it's about time another team takes it all, especially the Lions never even appearing in a Super Bowl. Would be just so great as a Lions fan, watching all the seasons that we've had, the 0-16 year, all the receiver draft picks, Joey Harrington. I mean, you go down the list of the bad quarterbacks we've had. Dan Orlovsky doing the safety, running in the back of the end zone. I mean, yeah, it's been rough.
Facebook user says, go Lions. And Mikey B says, Lions win the toss and elect to receive. Maybe. Olivia says, I feel like there's been more penalties this season for everyone than I can ever remember. Well, that too, there's a lot stricter on almost everything now, it seems like, in a lot of games this year. Not just Lions, but all through the NFL. They were just talking in the Chiefs game. The Ravens were talking about how they're not going to, baby Patrick Mahomes or whatever, because he says that the way Mahomes talks, it's like people aren't allowed to hit him before when he's sliding or something like that. I caught the end of it, but it's to the point where if you're a quarterback and you're sliding and you're running, they're going to hit you. Like, nobody's going to baby anybody. But to Olivia's point, there's definitely been, I think some of the flags are a little like, why are you throwing that? Like, let them play. It's hard because there's let them play moments. Like, you just want them to play, like, especially when the ball's in the air and you got two guys jumping up for it, but at the same time, it's tough.
We complained about Aaron Rodgers for years. A guy would get up off the ground. Tom Brady, same thing. He'd always be babied by the refs. What I want to see is a fair called reffing game. If you see it on one side and you call it on the other side if you see it. That's how I feel.
Yep. Like, when they're calling holding penalties against us, but Aiden Hutchinson's getting his neck pulled backwards. And they're not calling it. Like, that kind of shit needs to stop. Dar says the game comes down to the O-line. We have to dominate up front, which I don't see a problem with. The only missing key is Jonah Jackson, but I think we've been playing well with his absence. It's a big impact. Olivia says, I also feel like heavy teams lose the drive after half. Do you think the Lions can keep the momentum all game? Generally asking.
Well, momentum shifts in every game. You always wish that they can keep the momentum at the entire game, but all it takes is a certain play, like a big sack for one of the teams, and then the momentum shifts like that. So yeah, I can hope all day that they can keep the momentum all game long. But I hope so.
If you go back, what were the Lions so famous for this season? Coming out of halftime and doing absolutely nothing in the third quarter. But lately, I feel like they changed that up and they've stepped that up. So as long as they come out of halftime and keep playing, we'll be all right, I think. And I think that will tell, because usually the fourth quarter is like, oh, we're ready to go again. But no, we can't do that tonight, especially against the 49ers. But I do feel like the Lions, if they can get it going and they could definitely keep that momentum going throughout the game, depending on how it goes. But like you said, Statman, one play can shift the whole thing. So Steve says, can't forget Ebron.
Oh, yeah. How can I forget that? Brick-handed freaking dude.
Jesus.
Thought he's going to be the Michael Jordan of tight ends.
Haley says, proud of our boys. All of Michigan is ready for the Honolulu Blue to invade the Super Bowl. Oh, fucking A, right we are.
Have you seen all the schools and stuff? Like I shared, some school did the fight song with the kids' choir.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty awesome.
I sang in the shower today. Decker better report before the game starts, LOL, says Facebook user.
Hey, Decker reported.
Yep. And they're making it very clear now that they're reporting. They're like being a smartass about it too. Dane says Decker always reports. Haha. Olivia, I don't watch enough Lion games to know how they play on average, but I really want them to take it all the way. You know, I have to say that this is awesome because here's a Bills fan jumping on our podcast that's cheering for the Lions to win, you know, like that. And I feel like that's happening a lot everywhere. It really is. I feel like I see it a lot, but it's really awesome to see someone that's not always a Lions fan on here supporting the Lions like that. Pretty
It's
cool
the
stuff.
entire nation right now is supporting the Lions, basically.
Yeah. Dane says, wow, Ravens about to score.
Please beat Mark Andrews if they do.
17-7 still. Never mind, flag on the play. Well, it says, I'm just here for Eminem joke. Eminem versus Swift, like Mike said, could be.
Could be for the ratings.
All right, Statman, let's go for your in the zone player for this game. Who are you looking for? Who has to have a good game today?
I'm going to go offense and defense again. I'm going to say the offensive in the zone player, it's got to be our man, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then on the defensive side, I'm going to go with the guy that's been tackling the most on the defense, Alex Anzalone.
Love that pick. Whew, man. Do I really want to go again, the same guy again? Yeah. Offense, I'm going Gibbs. I think he's going to have a hell of a game. And on defense, Sutton. Sutton's turning it around tonight. He's going to have at least one interception tonight. Sutton.
Let's go.
Come on, Sutton.
I'll take that.
Mike says this Packers fan is definitely pulling for the Lions. Yeah.
See? Look, we got a Packers fan cheering for the Lions too. Unheard of. Come on.
Just so we're clear, I don't think I could ever reverse that thought. Maybe. I don't know. If it was reversed, that'd be tough. Mike is a secret Lions fan, though.
I know. I cheered for them against San Francisco because I wanted a home NFC Championship game, but
that's true. Dar says Gibbs and Hutchinson are his in the zone players. Mike says Laporta and Hutchinson. Yeah, Laporta is a good pick too. Ladies, I'm watching the TV behind you, and I'm a good 3 minutes behind you. Yeah.
So you're trying to catch it?
Yeah, I was watching. I think it was last weekend, one of the games. Mike, I was talking to Mike on the phone, and he was watching the game, and I was watching the game. I think it was the Packers game, and he was ahead of me. So I knew based on what he was watching, I knew the whole time what was going to happen on my screen before it even happened. Steve says, I'm going Goff and Iffy.
Ifitu Melifonwu. Guy's been a beast. I like it.
Every player that everybody said is somebody that really has to play a significant role in order for us to be victorious.
Let's not forget Josh Reynolds, too. He's been on key with Jared Goff.
I feel like the next big play, I can play psychic to my friends right now. Do it. I was going to. That's what I told Mike. I was like, too bad I couldn't use this somehow to my advantage and win some money, knowing what's going to happen before it happens. I think I was about a minute ahead of you. Yeah, 40-some seconds. That's a lot for a game. Don't forget
You'd think the technology now would have the game on the same time setting as everybody else.
Depends if you're using a streaming service compared to an antenna. That's going to be a lot different. Don't forget about Montgomery either, says Mike. Yep. I think Goff goes over 400, says Steve. Wow. How many touchdowns, Steve?
I'm looking forward to Sewell against Nick Bosa and Chase Young.
I heard a lot of people saying that Chase Young is not as good as people say he is. Do you agree with that statement?
No, he's a talented player. He's just been getting shut down. Playing against other talented players. Happens.
Touchdown denied for the Ravens, says Mike. And Dane says Flowers fumble in the end zone. Yeah, you can see it. If you look at my screen, you can see it. They're showing the replay right now.
So it's a touchback, Chiefs?
San Francisco hasn't had an O-line like ours. We got Guy Clem, the second in the house, said, let's have a great game tonight, guys. Yes.
Hell yeah. Go Lions. What's up, Guy?
Olivia says, I don't have Fox, so I was searching for someone streaming because I want to watch the game. That's how I found you guys. Oh,
heck yeah.
Look at that. We have streamed games before, but somebody we know did the same thing, and I don't know if he just did it wrong, but he got caught, and he got in trouble. So
Benner says 3 tutties.
Steve, wow. 3. I think that's obtainable. Olivia says no replay yet here. And Mike says touchback Chiefs. I think with 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, I don't know. It's kind of looking like Kansas City is going to take that one.
Let's get that rematch from week 1.
Travis Kelce's out here today breaking records.
Yeah, he passed Jerry Rice for the most playoff receptions.
Score predictions. And the nation, your score predictions are on the bottom. Score predictions, I had the Lions 28-24, and the Statman has the Lions 28-24. Now, I do have to explain to everybody, this was not pre-planned. I put my score prediction in when I made the show, and then I texted Statman his score prediction, and it was exactly the same. Boom.
I said great minds think alike, so.
That's right. We got that connection. Dane says Kelce is having a good game. Yeah, he is. Olivia says 27-21, and that is her score prediction. We got a few seconds. So Jacob says 27-17 Lions. Steve says 34-24 Lions. Matt says 17-10 Lions roar over the 49ers. You got it low. Dar says 35-28. Craig says 24-21. Michael says 31-27. Dane, 35-28. Niners, he said reverse psychology, go Lions. So he's putting in the old reverse psychology move. Mikey B says 32-24 Lions. And Miss Haley Harper says 28-21 Lions all day, baby. I like it.
Let's hope that reverse psychology works.
Angel says, fight song, let's go Lions. It is that time. Go hard, win the game. For those of you new, brace yourself for the one and only Statman.
All right, I sing the fight song after every show. It's not going to change here, especially it's only on pregame shows. Kind of give our team a hype, give everybody watching a hype. We're going to do this. Let's get this win. Let's get the NFC Championship. Let's move on to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Let's take it all, baby. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions! One pride, baby. Let's go Lions. Thank you for everybody that's joined our show tonight, everybody that's commented, everybody that's subscribed. We appreciate you all. This will not stop. We're moving on to the Super Bowl next.
That's right. That's right. I love it, Statman. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will see you guys Monday after the game for our post-game show. Don't forget to check us out. One pride. Let's go, Lions. Let's get to that damn Super Bowl tonight.
Let's go, baby.